Hey little orcses, and welcome back, and we're not here with an Isengard campaign part for you today, though we have Isengard here on the screen. We do in fact have a Dawnless Days siege for you. We are back with some more Lord of the Rings siege action. It's been a hot minute, and well, multiplayer's been a bit buggy with a new update, so we've not had a siege in a little while. We just had campaign action, but it's good to be back on the battlefield, and we're seeing some glorious siege action here. Look at this Uruk-hai beating this Anduin Vale guy. Oh, and he's been stabbed in the chest as well. Rip in peace to that catapult crew who have been just wiped out here by Greenwood Foresters. I think they're going to pull back the rest of their forces here, but a nice little onager assassination there by the Anduin Vale. Very, very nice. And we do have... Oh, I love the supply barrel icon. We've got a whole load of new stuff. There's a new patch out. If you haven't got the Dawnless Days patch, I definitely recommend you go do so. And you can go and join in some multiplayer action once again. If you're, you know, inclined to play a multiplayer action, battles, if you're not a campaign sort of guy, or you just enjoy showing off your skill on the battlefield, definitely worth doing. There you go, Greenwood Foresters absolutely run down there by Berserkers and Uruk-hai Raiders, which is good to see. And oh my gosh, have they absolutely... What happened here? But also, we have Saruman. Look at this, the White Wizard is here, ready to attack Edoras. I didn't even realize what happened. What happened here to his unit? Did it just get absolutely nuked by artillery? I think it might have done. I think it's been hit by onagers or something like that. My gosh, is it because it's just in a really tight formation? They absolutely, like, they nearly killed Saruman there and then. That is insane. And we've got a, the sally out is continuing on here. Past sentries battling out here. They've annihilated Uruk-hai Raiders, and now they're taking on the Uruk-hai infantry here. In this fight, we do have two Isengards fighting in today's siege, along with a Anduin Vale and Dale, who are on the defense here today of Edoras. Rohan is clearly on holiday, and they've left some fellow Manish factions in charge of defending their capital. And well, they've got to do a good job here because the White Hand has arrived, and they are looking to destroy the world of men. Just not the world of men that they thought they would destroy, not Rohan, that's for sure. We're going to see a charge here by Uruk-hai infantry into the Karak Wardens. Not a wise idea, I would say, but yeah, they want to probably just get some crossbows and shoot them. We have got some light siege towers as well that have been destroyed, and a medium here. They actually are focusing them down. Never really seeing this, like archers actually being used with fire arrows. Yeomen here actually burning down these towers. I mean, it's a tactic, that's for sure. I don't know if it's necessarily a wise one. I'd save my ammo for shooting things like the Berserkers and various other things, because they are ripping through your shock infantry right now. These Berserkers will do a lot of damage down here. And yeah, these Wardens are not really the past sentries, not past Wardens. They are not really the units for trying to win sort of shock fights. We've got a general out here as well, Bjorning Warriors. He's fighting White Hand Stormers. This is risky here from Anduin Vale. He's going for a full sally while it seems like Dale is going to stay inside the settlement. I also wouldn't use fire arrows while shooting White Hand Stormers. So this is not a general. I was thinking that was, but I'm getting my icons mixed up there. Berserkers are getting jabbed to pieces by the Greenwood Rangers here, so that's a pretty good trade there. Pikes are actually dying. I'm kind of surprised by this. They're not getting flanked and they're just fighting swords. Maybe because they're in too thin a formation? I'm really not sure. They're probably getting... I mean, they are getting shot in the back as well. I don't think that's making a big difference at all. And there you go, Uruk-hai infantry here. Looks like he's going to win against the past sentries. I mean, Isengard's kind of spent a little bit... Well, they've actually got a lot of forces inside. Look, they've got another whole army to come, but they're pretty... well, some of them are already pretty banged up, and they're not exactly the largest units in the world. These White Hand Stormers here, only 105. We've got lots of Grenadiers and Crossbows back here waiting by Saruman. I still am perplexed as to what the heck happened to him. We're busy looking at something else, and he's just kind of got nuked. I think it is artillery that's just happened to him there. Or, it could be grenades, I guess. Actually, Grenadiers maybe done friendly fire damage, and they've done a lot of damage there. Yeah, that might actually be what it is. The Edoras is on fire quite a bit here as these watchtowers are slowly getting burnt. Dale is finally getting a bit of action as the shipmen, and I think these are just the sentries here, watchpost sentries. They're just getting sent in, or spear militia in fact. There you go, tower collapses. It's just whether they can use like numbers here. I mean, I say they have numbers. It's pretty close actually. Both sides have equal amount of troops here. So yeah, Dale has gone for, I'd say, a very cheap sort of build, as has the Anduin Vale. They can kind of bring like quite cost-effective units. Seems like what they've gone for numbers-wise, and they're going to try and just overwhelm Isengard like that. There is a man down there without a torso. Quite a few men down there without torsos. What the heck? Greenwood Rangers there. Don't have torsos. I don't know if that's a mistake in the patch, or I don't know what's going on there. Interesting to see.
This is a shameful display.
Yeah, that's it. I have recently installed the patch and also like the new version of Dawnless Days, because I've just been using the tester version for the campaign, because there's no real need to change until multiplayer was up and going again. But I wonder whether I installed everything correctly. I think everything should be. It doesn't seem like anything's too off with the replay. I haven't seen anyone else with no torsos. Whether that's just an issue with the mod, I don't know. Whether they just forgot about adding the torsos. Pretty sure Greenwood Foresters originally had torsos. But yes, if you're enjoying the Dawnless Days action and would like to see some more siege action, I'm really looking forward to coming back and doing more scenarios and streams for Dawnless Days. I have missed doing it. Then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment showing support. Folks, it really does help out the channel. And if you want to send in any of your own replays to have them featured on the channel, do send them in to my Discord. The link, as always, is down below in the description. Whether that's Dawnless Days, whether that's any Total War, do send them in. I'll be happy to check them out. Isengard is slowly chewing his way through. There's a lot of Isengard troops here. If they had one cav unit, they could probably do a lot of damage to this infantry. Have we got any cav here? No, we've got Violent Guard General. We've got some Dalian Swords and more shipmen coming forward. But that is it. Shipmen seem to have lost their javelins again, which is a great shame, because I feel like they kind of need them. But yeah, they do seem to keep coming back and forth with whether they're going to give them the Javi ammo or not. Looks like we're going to see Yeoman retreat. I think they're going for actually, there's no supply barrels over here. They need to use this one as much as possible. They should be using supply barrels. It looks like they're using them on the Greenwood Rangers, which is also not a bad idea. Javis do the most amount of damage to heavily armored units, like the White Stormers here. And it seems the plan is for Dale is to try and hold them at the walls here. It's an interesting play, that's for sure. We're seeing cycle charges of Bjorning Warriors, which you can now bring as a normal unit. You couldn't before, but I guess they got rid of caps. You can now do this. I did not realize this, so there you go. It's a tiny little unit. I don't think we got the unit sizes are what they're supposed to be. Because yeah, it's like 68 for Berserkers. I think they're at like large. I don't think they're at like maximum size. Dale's getting stuck into the fight here. Love that. The Javi's still doing work. It's still got a lot of Onager ammo as well. Whether they've been resupplying that, I don't know. I mean, it's always a play. Got Vale Yeoman and like we got Airthid Footman out here. I would have just kept them inside the settlement. I think fighting an open play. Oh gosh. I mean, I think they're doing it so the artillery here can get shots off, but maybe it's for the best the artillery doesn't get shots off. They just burn a lot of Airthid Footman. And pretty much he's going to rout this swordsman unit. They get slaughtered there by the next wave of Wayan Stormers and Uruk infantry. Artillery is coming in. If they can get some good hits, they can kill a lot of Stormers here. I would have kept General sniping Saruman right now, the poor white wizard. He didn't sign up to get absolutely nuked by fiery balls of justice, but he might need to be killed off if they want to try and break some of these troops. Like this yellow Isengard army over here, without a general, is in danger of probably mass routing a little bit. They're getting pinned in, and they're kind of getting destroyed, to be honest, at the moment. Got one spear militia, so if they do manage to get, well, they need to get back to their ladders if they go, or their towers if they're going to do it. It seems like the only concern is this sort of flank here, which right now Dale is doing a pretty good job of containing, as well as they can keep containing it. Greenwood Rangers here dying. These guys with no torsos.
Broken and are fleeing.
We also have two grenadiers here, which that's a scary prospect for Isengard. Those grenades can do a lot of damage if they want to. And two, usually they get banned to one. Whether the caps are removed, I don't know. I guess I thought even though caps were removed for most stuff. I thought Grenadiers still honestly had caps, but maybe not. The Burning Warriors going back in. They are, I think, larger than like most of the guys. They are like they do tower the Uruks here. Look at them. The Uruks aren't small. The Burnings are just big boys. That's why there's 68 of them in a unit. But they are dying slow. This is the general one as well. I just keep using the other one for now. They're gonna have to send that and keep that in melee. It seems. I don't know if it gets missile block because it has a shield, even though it's a shock unit. It might do. So much ammo's been used and just been burning towers. I feel like there was no need to burn the towers. It's not really gained anything. Still fighting on the same front. And we're just going to see, yeah, they're just going to... Oh, they got through the gate? No, the gate's actually only 10% as fire damage. Yeah, I don't think it's destroyed. They just running through? I think, yeah, they just chased the retreating troops in, maybe. I'm kind of confused as to how they got this gate open. Like I said, gate damage is 0%. The ram didn't get up here either, which is the other thing I was thinking of. They just chase after the retreating men. Anyway, doesn't matter how they got it. They are beating spear militia here. The next wave of swords is arriving. If somehow they manage to defeat all of this, which they might be able to do, there is actually not a lot left of the melee department. We've got Urukai pikes. We've got Lurts come forward, which his ranges them not that great. The crossbows might have to go to melee. Obviously, Saruman would have been probably sent in, but he's now down to 24 guys in his Stormer unit. It'd be cool to see if he could fire like a projectile from his staff, but I feel like he can't. Now we've got pikes forward here. Forget Violent Watchman. I'm going to have to remember all the names for Dawnless Days units. It's been a hot minute, like well over a month, and I'm not had to commentate on a Dawnless Days siege video. And I've forgotten quite a lot of the faction names, unless I've been playing the actual faction in the campaign. I'm going to have forgotten it, probably. Mind of a Goldfish. These pikes keep poking away. They'll do some damage, but yeah, they're not looking like they're doing too much. They are triple bronze chevron. Artillery hitting in there. That's good. That was a better hit. Actually, it was a really good hit. That's got at least, I'd say, a dozen Urukai there. More of those, please, Governor. Oh, none of those, please. Yeah, this is the problem bringing an onager. It's so yeah. That's hitting friendlies. Hit one poor guy got burnt alive. It's not actually a great target to aim for. Oh, that one's a bit 50-50, I think. Yeah, I think it got as many Uruks as it got Men of Dale. I think one cav unit would have been really ideal. We've got Urukai crossbows landing, and they're getting contained now by yeomen, but the crossbows should win this fight. Like, armor comparison-wise, yeomen do not stand a chance. The crossbows can hold their own against other archers. Yeah, one cav unit here. I think, like, instead of bringing... whereas the Violent Guard general, I would have brought a Ravanian Regent, I think. I also think Dale does need to commit its last sort of troops here. Like, get these shipmen, and I don't know why they're being held back, and get the Violent Guard forward. You're going to need them. Here come Grenadiers. Can they throw over the wall? I've actually never seen this in all the years we've covered Dawnless Days. Don't think I've seen... Yeah, I don't think they can. Yeah, look at that. That first one failed. You're going to have to get really close to the wall and hope they do it, but I think the trajectory they're on, they won't be able to do it. Oh, he's going to put them onto the wall, which I think is a terrible idea, because they will definitely get stuck in melee here. Someone will just, you know, one model will get stuck in melee and the whole unit won't fire. Big mistake, that. Honestly, I mean, a great idea to bring the Grenadiers if the defenders, you know, play really defensive and sit back further into Edoras. But actually, they're being really aggressive, staying by the walls. Don't often see it. And it means the Grenadiers, I don't think, are going to get used to their full potential. Maybe it should have been used when the sally outs were taking place. Then immediately, that's a pretty good hit, actually. I was going to say it's not a great hit, but I thought he was going to miss the blob of pikes, but it's done pretty well. It's got like 30 pikes. That's insane. And yeah, immediately I think the Grenadiers I think they're in melee straight away. I don't think they're firing. I don't know. There's another fiery ball on there, but I think that's onagers. It's breaking a lot of these stormers here. Get that one. I think that's lucky. That pike unit there was lucky to escape that. That's just clipped the heavy siege tower there. And that, otherwise, yep, you can see that's what they're aiming for. They're aiming for pikes. Again, narrowly missed. This is a very healthy... Oh, and actually, archers have sallied out. They've gone out around the walls here. We've got more archers doing it as well, more yeomen. I'd just go in for the pikes, just slow them down as much as possible. This is going to be super close, you know. Super, super close. Still 18 minutes left of the siege. I feel like we're going to see a bit of downtime because the melee is nearly over here. Like, nearly both sides have nearly expended all of their melee infantry. I guess maybe Isengard's going to use the crossbows, play it slow. He should bring them up now. They can arc, unless they've changed it in the new version, which they might have done. But yeah, they should use the arc and crossbows. They've got all the ammo they need. Oh my god, the artillery is still firing. Oh my gosh, look at the splash. I feel like it never did this before. That Onager is getting some insane hits. Like, there's nothing left. Finally, those grenadiers are actually free. They don't know what they're going to have to any worries. We've got the Anduin Vale still going in with his Bjornings here. Like, that is all that's going in. Dale is bringing forward... Oh no, this is Anduin Vale as well. Third Footman. Dale's pretty much out. Enemy general is dead.
The general has fallen.
That is finally the Bjornings dealt with. Dale looks like he's going to fall back, I think, actually, with what he has left. Coward. Possibly what I'm now going to see, like the 70 minutes. I will probably make a cut if nothing happens. But yeah, that is kind of like crazy. Yeah, and Anduin Vale is going to keep going in.
The field of battle. This is a shameful display.
I mean, they've been super aggressive with these Northmen, and they've done a pretty good job. I think the sally out was not needed. That's wasted a lot of resources. I don't think they got a lot of kills from outside the fortress. Should have kept those boys inside. Like, Isengard's assault was poor. Like, inside the settlement. I think they should have, like I said, just carried on fighting inside, not bothered with the sally out and these Northmen. I think it would have got them. Like, if we'd have a quick look at the bodies out here. I mean, we need to kind of get from that angle. Yeah, I see a lot more dead, like, archers and things like that out here. I mean, they were killing, like, cheap stuff. But there's, like, hardly, you know, any Isengard troops dead out here. There's some Berserkers. But you can kill those inside with the Javies as well. There's some burnt up corpses over there, which should probably be Uruks. Yeah, this all looks like Northmen outside there. They've killed so many more Uruks inside the settlement. Balance power is now way in favor of Isengard. They have only, well, less than 100 troops left in an advantage. I think the Onagers finally used up all its ammo. I think it got resupplied. It's been firing most of this game. And the Greenwood Rangers still in the game with no torso, though. With no torso. Yeah, then finally we're going to see Lurtz land, and Saruman is on his way. Slowly but surely. He doesn't need to now worry about anything else. I will make a quick cut here because I have a feeling, like I said, that we're going to have a little bit of a build-up. I imagine that we're going to see Isengard use a lot of ammo now on what shield walls Dale decides to make. I imagine they're going to just... Because Edoras, if you've never seen this map, goes from being sort of like... I wouldn't say open, but it goes into this windy road here, and you then kind of just can block off here and just do this one choke point here. This is probably the best place to hold. Or even further up. I'd hold by... I certainly wouldn't hold up here because then it's then 2 choke points. As you go all the way up to this final point. I'd just hold exactly here. But it looks like Dale's going to go further back. Interesting enough. But I'd hold here. It's 1 choke point. You get a watchtower as well. You can get side... Oh, actually, no. Sorry, not there. Here. Hold here. You get flanked over there, sorry. Yeah, you need to hold just about there. You don't get a watchtower, though, but it is 1 choke point. Yeah, there's not really anywhere else you can easily hold. Or the final point, I guess, you could hold. Because they can't... Oh, no, they can flank around this way as well. And, yeah, there's not many great options. The only place you can hold is there, and that's with no watchtower support. But yeah, anyway, I will stop wittering on, and I'll see you guys in a moment once the action recommences. We are back. Engagements haven't quite yet begun, but Isengard is getting mightily close, as you can see here. So this is where Dale has decided to hold. An interesting position, I'll admit, meaning that they are going to have to defend 2 choke points if Isengard really push it. I mean, now they're going to have to be aggressive if they want to go to 1 choke point, and Pikes are doing a good job of shielding those crossbows there. You should be able to get some shots, maybe a bit obstructed, as it says there. We have got a little sneaky forces. This is actually where Dale's like main army is, really, or left of his army. We've got the general and the shipment over here. They're sort of like hiding out. Where they're going to go and look for general assassinations, I don't know what the plan is. I mean, they can push now. There's really nothing that can really stop them. There's a lot of crossbows. I guess the grenadiers could be a problem. But yeah, they just need to. I feel like they've got a good chance here of Dale winning this if they want to. Isengard's got a lot of troops left, but it's got stuff that can't really melee, while Dale has just slightly less troops, but stuff that can melee. But not really these yeomen, though they seem to be slaying the pikes pretty well. Whether they pull through, I don't know. Like, somehow some of these guys got to the back. That kind of suggests that maybe they didn't intend to go to this target. Pikes are winning, though. There are 35 of them against 98 bows. They might just lose that just because of numbers, even though it says they're winning. Don't just attack. Please don't attack. They're going to shoot the crossbows here. Sorry, shoot the spears. Not a bad idea. Crossbows going into melee. Again, the crossbows can hold their own in melee, as we stated. These guys just need to push now, though. I just get going. Like, Saruman's here. Oh, there is troops over here actually fighting. Oh, no, the rangers are dead. They just hide over here? Yeah, I think they were waiting over here. Patiently. They've been focused down by crossbows and White and Storms. Yeah, again, that's a tiny little force that could be picked off here by Dale. Dale now is mobilizing. Good to see. Good to see. But that's going to be a little bit of time before they're actually, going to come forward and be able to do anything. So we've got a very healthy spear, and this Dalian sword's pretty healthy, but he's getting shot for free right now by crossbows. No, Lurtz is shooting him. The rangers who can arc. And the pikes are pushed forward here. They're going to block off any sort of... Yeah, that's really smart there from the Isengard player, though. This could still backfire on her here. Yeah, he's going to have to turn around to face the Spear Militia, who will then get countered by the Dalian swords. Really well countered there by Dale. And he's encircled this pike now, and this pike should now be toast. Depends how much support Lurtz gives the pikes here if he keeps shooting that Dalian sword. Well, actually, he's disengaged with the spears break. No, the spears have gone into the crossbows. They pulled them out again. He can flank with the swords. He needs to do it soon because the pikes actually are kind of winning this fight with the support of the archers. They could do with getting the reserves in. There go the reserves here of Dale. He's got those crossbows pinned down and these swords over there. And now he can send his general into the back lines here and he can go for Saruman. And then after that, he can go for whatever. Grenadiers, again, in melee. I think that's because, I don't know, he's getting a little close. Oh, grenade's still going, though. And he's gone for this unit of all units. He's gone for a really weak sword. He's broken the archers, though, which has come, I think, from either just losing a melee or just the splash damage with the grenades. There's not a lot of reserves left here. Now, that Dalian sword's actually done a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. Where is the Violent Guard General? He is on his way, but he needs to get a move on. I like this little move that they did, but it's maybe needed to be executed earlier. Crossbows coming forward. I mean, they're just going to focus down the Violent Guards. Whether they just kept everything together. I mean, now the crossbows are going to be able to get engaged. If they had the Violent Guard and that shipman here, like, they're really not supporting this at all. I mean, I guess they are having to turn stuff around because there's distractions in the back. But still, like, they have not defended these archers as well. And they're going to get this crossbow. That general, oh, he's getting absolutely grenaded down, yep. He's getting absolutely blown up here. We didn't really see it, but yeah, he's lost most of his unit. Saruman's still very much alive. Rip in pieces of that Grenadier. He's not making it out. He's not going to eat any man flesh here today. And there goes Saruman. He's getting into the fight. Can he get a kill? No, he can't. He's dead. He's died. He's not going to be able to see his victory through, I'd imagine. Lurtz is going to be the one that's going to be victorious, and he's going to be the leader of Isengard and the armies of Uruks. It seems here today. Saruman, on his debut on the channel, has died, but his team have got a Pyrrhic victory with the general there breaking. That was a mass rout, and the remains of the Dalian army did, in fact, break. But there you go. I think this was sent in by one of the Isengard players. I can't remember who. Maybe Nutmeg. I cannot remember. It'll show us in a minute. But yeah, well done to Nutmeg and Hinkarty's Chicken for winning their game. A very, very close game, that's for sure, playing as Isengard. And well done to the Anduin Vale and the Dalian players, Fighter Jet and Red Eyes. They both did a very, very good job as well. Some pretty decent kills here. I mean, Saruman getting 6 kills is quite sad to see. And then you got the White Hand Stormers here, 131 kills, 115 kills, 137, 183. And then you've got Berserkers, 107 kills, 101. 197 kills with the crossbows, 148 with another crossbow there. Sappers, don't think we saw these guys. I wonder whether they got blown up by... they might be what blew up Saruman, actually, now I think about it. 85 kills with one of the Grenadiers, not too shabby. So yeah, this was sent by Nutmeg, and then Hinkati's playing as the other Isengard army, 71 kills with Lurtz. His basic infantry getting 86 kills, 197 kills with the Uruk-hai infantry here, actually is very, very good. And then we've got White and Stormers, 171 kills, 124, 134. Pikes doing pretty well, 108 kills, 100 kills. And his Onager getting sniped at the beginning, unfortunately getting 0 kills. Then we have Fighter Jet playing as the Anduin Vale. His General getting 143 kills is not too shabby at all. Aethid Fitman, 119 kills. The past sentries, 120 kills. And then we've got more Björning Warriors here, 180 kills. His Greenwood Rangers getting 270 kills, 100 kills, and then his Archers getting 120 kills. So we have Red Eyes playing as Dale. I'm really surprised that this Honor didn't get more kills, 69 kills, the funny number. But yeah, I presumed it was going to get more kills. It seemed to be hitting a lot of Uruks. Then we got Yeoman with 109 kills here, and 197. I feel like they wasted a lot of ammo shooting towers. They should have saved their ammo for just shooting infantry, in my opinion, the defenders. And then, yeah, his infantry really did poorly. 82 kills, the best there with the Dalian Swords. Anduin Vale really carried that team, actually, surprisingly. But there you go, guys. That is the first Dawnless Days Siege Battle of 2026. Hopefully, we'll get many more to come, and hopefully, we'll get a few streams going as well shortly in the next week or so. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, do remember to hit that like button, subscribe if you're around here. We're nearly at 14k subs. And feel free to comment as well down below on your thoughts on the siege. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you need more Dawnless Days action in your life, then do check out the videos appearing on your screen now. But until next time, goodbye, little orc.